things, boys.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Fisher. Today I want to talk to you about video editing. I'll get on to what I want to talk about in a minute. First, I'll give you a bit of history. It started way back in the 1890s and it was around the early days of motion pictures. Now, the video editing process itself was actually quite hard and quite long. They used to use stuff like this. It's film negative, and they used to literally have to cut this with a razor blade and stick it together to get the frames in the right place. Now, you can see this is clearly film negative from camera, but you get the idea. But that's all in the past, and now everything's on digital. It's all moved onto computers like this. Now everything's gone digital, the process of editing is actually a lot easier. All you have to do is capture your footage off a camera onto your computer, and store onto one of these, a hard drive. Once you've done that, you're almost there, you're almost ready to edit. All you need now is some editing software, and believe me, there's enough out there. It's just a few examples. Apple's version Final Cut. It's for Avid, they have a massive name that comes with it. It wouldn't be technology unless Sony are involved. Now, the reason I'm talking about video editing is because in the near future I need to make a decision on what I'm going to do as a career. I'm looking at either directing or video editing. But ever since I started college, I always had this idea of making a bit of a name for myself through my work. But most video editors that go through their careers pretty much unnoticed. And I think the problem is because audiences, they take video editing for granted. I mean, you wouldn't have noticed in this video any of the cuts if I hadn't kept changing my t-shirt. Well, for example, look, if I did to do this, I mean, you wouldn't know if there was a cut in there or not. But if I was to do this, now you can see the cuts. I think what the problem is, I feel editors, they deserve a little more credit for what they do. I mean, you can give an editor months and months of footage and they need to study, analyse and interpret and finally distill all that footage into a story that's a fraction of the time that it took to capture. I mean, editing is a lot more than cutting and splicing some video together. It's a wonderful blend of technical knowledge and skill combined with an artist's creativity and craftsmanship. It's all about moving, adding and deleting, the juxtaposition of scene, sound, all into a certain context to create specific imagery and timing, which all invoke specific emotions and in the end molds into a story. That's why I feel that editors, they deserve a lot more recognition for their work. It's one of the reasons why I want to become one. Thanks.